But as far as doing building upgrades, well, no harm in doing them now. You're already up to tier 7 nuts? Well, then there you go. You're already well ahead of the game then. And we got Threat from Beyond, Anomalous Phenomenon. Let's go do that real quick. But first things first, let's do our building upgrade. Yeah, let's do this plus 100% build speed one. Yeah, I usually tend to do that when I'm doing a bunch of buildings. So let's just do the regular one. Alright, so it was 798 days. It's now down to 741 days. I'm going to guess with helps it'll get down to around like 650. But let's see exactly where that ends up. In the meantime, you know, I probably already have my disco out. Let's just go do our discovery event. Let's see if this event is still bugged. So this event was double counting jumps. Let's see if it's still bugged. This should only give you 300 points. But for a while it was giving you 600 points. Hey look, it gave me 600 points still. So that's a few fewer kills that you have to do. Or you could just jump out and jump right back home and you're done. I'll take the kills. I have to kill things anyway for proving grounds, right? I need you. And I need Pike. And I need Hugh. Yeah, still 600 Denver. Yep. Thank you, though. Alright, let's go get that done. In the meantime, we can also claim our Syndicate XP. We're getting closer. We're moving up here. There's another 5,000. What do I need to get to 27? I still need 186,000. I get about 6,000 a day. So I'm still a month away. Obviously anything that's in the battle pass will help speed that along a little bit, but yeah, still about a month away. Okay. And let's do that discovery refinery. Hey, we're down to 606 days. I still have 2 more helps I can get. I'm going to go ahead and claim these boxes since I can. These should reset. Can I do an epic? No. But there's my cost there at 4.5 million. Rare is 6 million. Uncommon was almost 7 million. My elite box down here was 3,000. Now, typically when you level up ops, your Bajoran store resets, though not much changes. Like these will change slightly, maybe the payouts on these will change slightly. The cost on these will change significantly. This stuff shouldn't change at all. Maybe these will change. The payouts in here might change a little bit. 385, 205 is the max. But none of this other stuff should change here. The Armada boxes should be locked here now that I'm over Ops 50. None of this stuff just should change. As you can see, it's all 4-star material still. So none of that stuff should move. It's possible these reward bundles might increase, going from 53 to 54. So we're looking at 505 and 277 there. And then my refineries might reset, at least the G5 ones. I thought 54 was the level where you could start refining rare, but I guess that's actually not the case. I think someone told me it's actually 55. This is a very interesting little paywall, of course, because if you can't refine it, how are you supposed to get it to level up? You have to get it through events, through Crucible of War bundles, through the Bajoran faction store. But let's do it. 606 days, huh? All right. All right, we are now operations level 54. Nice little bundle of speed ups. Awesome. Now, if I wanted to move up next, I need the shipyard and the defense technologies building. The defense technologies building is right here. This one just requires some of this stuff, which I have. And the shipyard requires defense platform E to be level 53. So to get the defense platforms up, I've got to do all the dry docks. Yep. So they all have to be at 53, which isn't too bad. They don't have to be all at 54. These just have to be at 53. R&D at 54 requires the Academy at 54, which has no other special upgrades. But again, we are taking more rare materials to make those upgrades. Can I get it through scrapping? No. Well, technically, I guess I could, but there's really nothing that you can efficiently afford to upgrade and scrap unless you have the primes. And you would need lots of those, lots of tiers of those primes to make it worthwhile and make it efficient. But the scrapping G4 ships is pretty bad. So let's see, did any of this stuff change? None of this stuff should have. These are still the same, 385 and 205, so that didn't change at all. I guess we'll take an ore bundle because I need rare ore, right? So let's do that. Hey, we didn't get any rare. Shocker. I can take some battleship parts, though. Help me upgrade my Tribune. Did any of this stuff change? No. So Denver said that the Solomata chests won't change until Ops 56, and that seems to be accurate. Thank you for putting that in the chat. These bundles all look like they cost the same, nothing reset here. And then everything in the Exborg store, of course, is all related to that. Let's go look at the refinery. So my G5 bundles here did change. The cost went up slightly. I think this was 150. Now it's up to 175. Also, keep in mind we should be having a bonus refinery coming up in a couple of days. They typically like to do those the first few days of the month. So probably midweek we should be getting a bonus refinery. But still no rare materials. So I need lots of rare to continue upgrading, but I can't naturally source it. This is the paywall that people were talking about where, you know, they get stuck and kind of forced to buy packs to continue making upgrades that they were very unhappy about. Very unhappy about. And this becomes a pay to progress. Actually, it becomes a pay to play, not just like a pay to progress kind of thing. I don't think anything else here would have changed. Nope, these all stop at 50. All of this stuff is based on the tier of your particular ships, so none of that stuff should have changed either. But let's go look at my Crucible of War bundles. The packs didn't change here, but the Alliance bundles also did not change. So maybe it's just a 50 plus kind of bundle, because these amounts all look to be the same. So not a lot changing by moving up. None of this stuff. Away teams are also capped at 50. Nothing else changes in here after 50 when you get these ship blueprints, but I think you actually get at 49. Or maybe even 48 before you can start getting the epics. There's nothing G5 related in the away team store. How about multiphasics? Did these go up at all a little bit? Maybe slightly. But not by much if it did. All right. So there we go. Kind of anticlimactic. But at least, hey, now we know. Not a lot going on.